Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am super excited about today's video because, obviously for many reasons, but number one being I get to finally introduce the master behind the B-roll of these videos, my fiance, Callie.
B-roll master. Hey, I'm Callie. I'm Brandon's girlfriend, fiance, all the things. I make the B-roll videos and I, just snack on some pretzels during our photo shoots. So
she eats way too many pretzels. Today, obviously, so many of us are stuck inside in shelter-in-place orders. We wanted to kind of show you guys what you can do with what you have. We live in a 400 square foot apartment in San Francisco, California, feeling very stir-crazy at times, but we thought it'd be a cool idea to show you guys what you can do with what you have. And so we ended up putting up one of our extra bed sheets against our wall, and we're gonna do a fun little comparison between two medium format cameras that we have. One of them being the Fuji GW690. This is the version 2. It's a 6x9 negative. So this camera is a powerhouse. The negatives are gonna be huge. We're excited to see what comes out of these. Number two being my most recent pickup, the Mamiya 645 Pro. Now, this camera has quickly become one of my favorites. We've put quite a few rolls through it already, and every single one of the photos I've gotten from it are so crisp and clear, and just beautiful detail comes out of this camera. And I think it comes down to the Mamiya glass. It is some of the best, and it's just fun. It's like a little chunk.
Little chunk.
Just
big chunk.
We're working out. This is going to just be a little photo shoot, a little portrait session with Callie. But yeah, so we're going to do a comparison. I am shooting exact same settings on both cameras. We're going to be using Portra 400 at box speed. That way you're going to be able to see a clear comparison between the two cameras. But yeah, stay tuned until the end of this video, and yeah, we're really excited to show you guys the results. But until then, take it away, Callie. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching that video. We had a blast putting it together, and now we're in the future. The scans are back, and let's dive right in. The first set of frames that we'll talk about come from the Fuji GW690ii, and I can already tell you right off the bat, this is the clear winner of the comparison to me. Every single one of the shots from this frame came in incredibly clear and crisp. You get this insane detail all the way down to Callie's eyes. The blue just pops. You get this nice eye light coming off from the left window that we had, and the colors just held insanely well.
I knew that the light was going to be obviously hitting my eyes as well as my cheekbones, and just made sure that it was a very fresh face look.
I think one of the things I really love about this camera is the fact that it's a rangefinder means that there are no mirrors inside. When you're pressing down the shutter, there's no vibration, the shutter goes down, the light comes through the lens, it hits the film, and that's it. And because of that, I think it allows for incredibly clear and crisp photos. And obviously, as you can see, this last image here, this one is by far my favorite of the whole entire day. You can see just the detail in this corduroy jacket that Callie had on. Her eyes are popping. And once we jump into the images from the Mamiya 645 Pro, I love this camera. It's great, it's fun. I really love the economy of it. You're able to shoot 15 frames per roll instead of the 8 that you get from the Fuji GW. And because of that, I love it. I'm able to get more bang for my buck.
I definitely realized that I had pockets halfway through the shoot, and I got very excited about that.
As you can see, with a slower shutter speed and handheld, it is pretty dang hard to actually hit focus perfectly. Also, with it being an SLR, I just don't have that great of luck with SLR focusing yet. So my lack of experience with focusing, as well as the fact that it's a heavy camera, it was handheld, it has a ton of mirrors inside, made for a pretty challenging time hitting focus. Obviously, some of them look great. There are quite a few that came in just as crisp and clear as the Fuji GW. And I would say out of the frames from the Mamiya, this one is by far my favorite. But yeah, and obviously they're two completely different cameras. One is an SLR, one is a rangefinder. One has a fixed 80mm lens, one has detachable lenses, and I was using the 45mm. And because of that, it is really hard to do a fair comparison. Obviously, it's just gonna come down to preference at the end of the day, and whether you prefer a rangefinder or prefer an SLR, it's all up to you. And as you can see, and as I stated, the Fuji GW690ii is by far my favorite. I just wish it was a little bit more economical. The fact that I'm able to only get 8 shots per roll on this camera definitely makes it a hard one to pick up every day, but when I have the money to spend and when a shoot is important enough, I will definitely pick up this camera over the Mamiya 645. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching that video. We really hope you enjoyed it.
Let us know if you'd like to see something like that again. Otherwise, we'll probably do it anyway.
We will definitely do that again. And until the next one, take care guys.
Take care, guys.